Hey, guys. Y'all hear me okay? Let's see. Melissa. I'm just going to call you Melissa. I don't know how to say your last name. And Watcher and Taff. Sharon. She'll be right back. Hey, Jean. Okay, I got everybody. How you guys like my new picture? Mel sent that to me today. She made that for my birthday. She knows how to do all that cool stuff. She made me one for my channel cover too, but I can't, it won't take it. It says it's not big enough. Hey, David. Hello, Anne and Annie. Welcome. I like it too, Taffy. Yeah, Mel loves to edit. She loves it when she has time. Annie says, I made it. I've been trying to see one of your shows forever. Well, bear with me tonight, guys, because I'll tell you what, I have had a crazy day. So, and I also had to run into work, had an emergency there, and just, I've just had a crazy day. So, just bear with me. I hope I do okay. I don't know where Chris is, and hey, the panels are always open. So if somebody wants to come up on here, just say you want to, and I'll drop the link. It is looking sharp. Thank you, Cold Truth. Hey, Allie and Tanya. No, you haven't missed anything. I have not started. Hey, Junie Bug, Nico. Oh my, you know what? How is Doe, Mel? But Mel knows what I'm thinking. She can't say anything. I've sworn her to secrecy. Yes, it is new. Cold Truth made that for me for my birthday. She's so sweet. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mel. I'm so sorry. I did give her a laugh the other night, though, but she can't tell. Hey, bestie. Thank you, bestie. I want to thank everybody who has wished me happy birthday today. Thank you all so much. It's just another day to me, though. You know, let's see. When you turn 16, 18, and 21, those are the good birthdays, right? After that, they just don't matter anymore, right? I know you would. I know it. I'm debating it. You want to do it now or after? All right, hold on. I'm going to drop the link real quick. We still waiting, I think, on people to come in anyways. It won't take long, guys. Everybody needs a laugh probably right now. Hey, Amber. There's the link, Mel. We're going to start this off right. I told my mom, and she even knew. But I got an explanation of why I did not know, Mel. Because I don't know if you looked back. Oh man, this is something.
I wonder why StreamYard won't change to my new thumbnail. It's so annoying.
I don't know. Hey, Swifty, thank you.
How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm I'm not very prepared because I had a crazy, crazy day.
Well,
But
I mean, it is your birthday, so.
yeah.
And thank you, everyone that's been asking about Doberman.
Yeah, that's so sweet. I know how she feels. I know exactly how she feels because I mean, I didn't have the same experience with Ollie because that just happened so abrupt, but I did with my Dushy, um, my pity that my son got me. So I know how you're feeling, Mel, and I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's just been awful. I don't think I have not cried at some point since Friday every day.
Yeah.
He's just so special. I mean, how often do you rescue a dog that ends up being a natural medical alert dog, emotional support dog, protection dog, herding dog, and rescuer of all little creatures dog? Like, all wrapped up in a chill, no problem ever awesomeness. Like, I, I don't
I
know.
know.
This is like with Maris's 2 surgeries coming up. I'm like, because I count on him. He lets me know when she's not doing well and he alerts me, and then I go to her and I'm not going to have that. So that's just like killing me. Killing
I
me.
know. And,
But on a funnier note,
well, wait a minute.
oh,
First of all, did you look back at that text? It said doe, um, like doughboy. Just in my defense, okay? And then it said Berman, like Berman,
yeah,
in
it's his
in
name.
2 words. That's just my defense. Now go on.
Okay.
Tell him.
So I text Angie on.
Oh, what happened? Wait a minute. You dropped off for a minute. I don't know what happened, but you're back.
Oh, well, I text Angie after I found out what was happening because I know she's been there with her dogs and she's my friend. And I just told her what happened. And I said, Doberman was just diagnosed with liver. He's in end stage liver failure. There isn't anything they can do. I'm like beside myself. And she called me, but I didn't answer because we were hanging out as a family with Doe. So fast forward to the other day, we talked on the phone and I was telling her about Doe again. She was like, oh no, it's your dog. And I was like, yeah, Doberman. And she's like, I thought it was like a person. I was Googling it because I didn't know who it was. She thought it was like, she's like, I thought maybe it was just, everybody has a favorite actor that they just love. And like, you were just really upset about it. I was like, is there really a person named Doe Berman?
Yes.
She's like, yeah. Oh, goodness.
Well, and she did. She laughed so hard. So
I
I was
did, and
glad I could
I
make her
needed to
laugh
laugh.
during this time. But I felt so stupid because I was trying to figure out who she was because we hadn't talked, so I didn't know. And I was like, who? And when I did talk to her, I was like, well, then she started telling me, about Doe, and then it clicked. And then she's like, well, I figured you would know by the name. And I was like, well, and then I told her and she just laughed so hard. Then I went and told my mom about it. And mom's like, Doberman, Angie, Doberman. I go, no, mom, but look at the text. Look what it says. It says Doe like Doughboy and then Berman.
Yeah.
So it threw me off, mom.
Well, we had to make him a first. Well, my daughter was, she was about 5 when we got him. And we told her that we got a Doberman puppy and we were going to go meet him. He was at my father-in-law's house. And so we got there and she leans down in her little cute voice and she was like, hi, Doberman. Hi, Doberman. And so I was like, no, honey, that's his breed, not his name. She's like, his name's Doberman. You said it was Doberman. So We just went with it. His full name is Doe P. Berman. So,
And now I know.
right. I thought I'd told you that story before, and that's why I figured you would know if I added the Doe Berman on there that you would know it was my dog. But yeah, that was pretty funny. I can't believe you were Googling it, trying to not have to ask me who Doe Berman was, because that's why you did all that. 'Cause you didn't want to feel like
Yeah, I
make
would
me
have
feel
felt
bad for
worse.
not knowing who it was.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
So
it did watch her. It stuck, and she was not having it any. She was not going to call him anything else. It was his name was Doe Berman, and so that was that. So we changed it to Dough because I didn't want to put Doe like Doe. I guess I could have done, but yeah, we call him Doughboy.
thanks, Jean. Thanks. Okay, let's see. I missed some people coming in, I think. I can't remember if I got you earlier, Taffy. And I see Lake came in and Dana. And did I miss anybody else? I think I got everybody else. And thank you, Sharon, for the birthday wish. Hey, Doris. Let's see. I think I got everybody else. Okay, yes, I did.
Yeah. She was scared of him too. Like it was her first dog. And he was a puppy. He was only like 9 weeks old. Some jackass, in the winter dropped him off outside of a vet in Avon. They just left him outside in the winter, and they had docked his tail and they had messed it up. And so therefore he wasn't going to make him any money. That's why I hate breeders. Um, there's so many dogs that need rescued. Please rescue dogs. They really need it. They die. If no one rescues them, they kill them, in so many shelters. It's so important. And they're like, they end up being so, I think they're so grateful to have a home that they just end up being awesome. But if you're wanting a dog, try out a rescue. Please,
That's
for
what I'm
me.
doing. That's what I'm going to do next. I want a Toby rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind I want. But I'm not going to be ready for a while. But when I do,
Right.
that's what I want, a Toby,
It
like
took
Jason.
us probably 2 years to find our little guy. His name is Chase Monster. He had to get a second name because he was so bad. Oh my God. Like he's the opposite of Doberman, but he's funny as all hell. He's like a cat, and he we have to get puppies because of my daughter's condition. We can't have a dog that could knock her down or make her bleed because that could be deadly. So when we're getting a dog, we like big dog breeds. We don't like small breeds. We have to wait for the little guys to come along. They just have to be under a certain, her doctors are like, you just can't get like a big dog that's not trained from a rescue with her. That's just not smart. So we got really lucky with the two we got. They're amazing. Keep us on our toes, and it'll be horrible when Doe goes, which is good days and bad days. Today's not a good day, but yesterday was a good day. It's like just doing everything I can. I've spent so much money that I don't have. And I don't know. I
Yeah.
guess just that, like, what if we just change his diet, and what if we get him this supplement, then he's gonna live, like I know it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I
Oh,
know.
he's been my crime dog too. He goes with me on my crazy searching for remains escapades and keeps me safe. He's probably thinks I'm insane. He's got to stick around for how crazy I am. But yeah, we all love our dogs.
Yes, we do. They're our
And their
kids.
family, they are, and you just can't like get rid of your family member.
Right.
Like you can't give them away. You can't give them back. You can't, um, when you have to say goodbye, it's like the worst day of your life. No, there's other than like the people we love dying, there is just nothing worse. There isn't.
No, absolutely not.
A watcher, are
Mhm.
you not going to get a come? Is that what I'd heard?
No, because of the weather.
Yeah.
Kentucky's like terrible right now.
Oh, yeah. He's 11, Sharon. Um, purebred Dobermans, which is what the vet in Avon that we got him from, he's a family friend. He thought he was just because that breeder is that breeds them in Avon. They do that. They breed German Dobermans, and if they get like one that they're not going to make money off of, they just drop them off outside.
That's awful.
So, yeah.
I I can't wrap my head around people doing that stuff either. Let's see. I was gonna say, you want to stay on here while I do the case, or you
What case?
know
What's?
anything about Lindsay Buziak? Buziak. There we go. I think I said it right.
I don't think I do.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
jump off and join the chat. I
All
don't.
righty.
I'm
Well,
sure
thank
once you
you.
start talking, that happens to me all the time. Like, oh yeah, I know that one. uh,
Yeah, I think because I mean, certain parts clicked with me when I was going through it too. But
mm-hmm.
well, thank you so much for the picture. It's beautiful.
Yeah, did the one fit? I didn't check out
No,
your
it didn't fit
the
on my.
cover.
Nope, it says it has to be at least this size. I don't know what it is.
I
I
put
mean,
it on
it wouldn't even
mine.
fit. Like, your last one fit. It didn't fit right, but at least it fit. This one wouldn't even, none of them would even fit at all. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Huh. I put it on my. Did you do it on a desktop?
Yeah, because I couldn't do it on my phone at all.
Yeah, I did it on my desktop and it went right on there. Like it was actually I published it, so it was mine for a minute. If anyone saw it.
Well, what am I doing wrong? I
I
mean,
don't know.
it says just change, and I did, and then I'll mess with it again, but
Well, I'll see if I sent you the wrong one. Maybe I sent you the wrong one because I did. I have like 55 of them trying to find the right one for that stupid channel cover art. It's such a weird size, but I'll try to make it bigger and send it to you
okay.
again. All right. Well, good luck with your case. I'll be in the
Yeah.
chat. I'll probably just be listening. I just got home from work, so.
Okay. All
All
right,
right.
honey. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I didn't miss anybody come in, did I? Okay. Now, let me take my camera off. I just wanted you guys to see that picture. Hey, Laughing Hawk. Okay, guys. So, let's get started. Wish me luck. Chris, you still here, buddy? This is requested by Chris. Okay, so. Hello, Otto. Okay, the murder of Lindsay Buziak. I can't never get it right, guys. I'm sorry. So, I'm going to read some stuff. I'm going to be jumping around a little bit, though. But Lindsay was born in Victoria to Evelyn Reitmeier, if I said that right, and Jeffrey Buziak. And she had a sister, Sarah. And Lindsay was, in 2008, she was a 24-year-old. She was an ambitious Victoria real estate agent who had made a promising start to her career. and was described by her family, friends, and colleagues as being popular and caring. Her boyfriend, Jason Zalo, is part of a prominent and wealthy family that owns a successful real estate business as well. So, in January 2008, Lindsay received a call from a woman who told Lindsay that she and her husband were looking urgently for a home to buy with a budget of $1 million. According to Lindsay, the caller had a foreign accent that she could not place, sounding a bit Spanish, but not really. Lindsay believed she was faking the accent in order to conceal her identity. Unnerved by the nature of the call, Lindsay asked the caller how she had gotten her personal cell phone number. And as she was relatively a junior employee, the caller said that a previous client of Lindsay had passed it on to her. And Lindsay tried to get a hold of that client, by the way, and the client was on vacation out of town. She couldn't get a hold of her. So Lindsay told her boyfriend and her father about the call, revealed her concerns. Jason encouraged Lindsay to take on the client because of the high commission she would get. And to reassure her, Jason offered to be outside the property in his car in case anything went wrong. Lindsay found a suitable property and made an appointment with the client to view it at 5:30 on Saturday, February 2nd. And the client was real, there was a deadline to meet, like within 2 days. They needed the house to be move-in ready, and they needed the sale to go through within 2 days. So the day of the murder, Lindsay and Jason ate lunch at a restaurant, paying the bill at 4:24. They left separately in their own vehicles. It's believed that Lindsay went home to change clothes before the viewing. Jason traveled to an auto shop to pick up a colleague, his friend. Jason was running late, and CCTV at the auto shop showed him and his friend leaving at 5:30. Jason and Lindsay had exchanged several text messages, and Lindsay was aware that Jason would be late. So, despite the client telling Lindsay that she would come alone, a couple turned up for the viewing at 5:30. Two witnesses saw a 6-foot-tall Caucasian man with dark hair and a blonde-haired woman aged between 35 and 45 wearing a distinctly patterned dress walking up the cul-de-sac. The witness then saw Lindsay shake hands, and from the body language of their greeting, it appeared that she had never met them before. The three of them then entered the house. Jason and his friend arrived about 5:40. As they were driving up to the property, Jason sees a figure through the glass of the door. Now, remember this right here, okay? Jason sees a figure through the glass of the door. Jason parked outside the property for about 10 minutes. He then decided to drive back out to Torquay Drive and park there, as he did not want to be a nosy, interfering boyfriend. After waiting another 10 minutes, parked on Torquay Drive, Jason texted Lindsay to ask if she was okay. Lindsay never opened the message. He had also messaged her before that, letting her know he was on her way. She got that message and said, "Okay, I gotta go. The Mexicans are here." Not as a racist comment or anything. She just said that. She just called him that because of the accent that they were using. She knew they really weren't Spanish. He'd sent her another message also, and she did not open that. After 20 minutes had passed since Jason had arrived and seen the couple go back in the house. See, right there's conflicting story. Jason went to the front door and found it locked when he tried to open it. So through the glass, he saw Lindsay's shoes, entrance in the hall, but there was no sign of movement, and no one answered his repeated knocks. At this point, he called 911. While Jason was on the line with the operator, his friend found a gap in the fence in the back garden, entered the garden, and saw that the back patio door was wide open. He called out to Jason, who told the operator that they were going into the house. Jason hung up. So then he came in, let Jason in. Jason goes in. His friend, which they refer to as CO, goes, I'm lost. I got so many screens open. His friend goes straight when Jason enters the house, and Jason goes straight up the stairs to the bedroom and finds Lindsay. The cops get there, arrest them both, but release them because the footage at the auto shop is their alibi. Now, there's no sign of these people. Dana says, first off, Lindsay asked him to be there because she felt something was off the couple, but instead of going in the house to check on her, he pulls down the road facing the wrong way. Thank you, Lake. Yeah. Well, the phone, they did trace the phone back that the lady called Lindsay. It was a burner phone from Vancouver, a convenience store, registered to Pelo Rodriguez, fake name. So they have no idea who the couple is. To this day, they don't. But they traced the phone, and they were able to find out that it was purchased in Vancouver, and it traveled to an island in Vancouver. They took the ferry over and all that. Awesome. John Lordan's on there now. Cool. So one thing I think everybody can agree with the law enforcement today is that she was targeted. But the question is, by who and why? And obviously, it was personal, but was it personal with the people that killed her? Or were they hired? Hired, probably. Now, the two main things is that she had taken a trip to Calgary, which is where her dad lives, to visit her dad. But while she was there, she had contacted an old friend. Forgive me, I don't know his name. But he was into some bad things. And then occurred a big drug bust. She was not involved in any of that, but because she had contacted him, they play eeny, meeny, miny, mo and think she was an informant. And so then she was the target. She'd also told her dad that, okay, Amber, that she saw something she shouldn't have involving Jason. She'd also told her dad that she wasn't really happy with Jason and she was wanting to break it off. She was still in love with her ex, Matt McDuff. Ellie has, like I said, publicly cleared Jason, her boyfriend, and Matt McDuff was looked at too, and he was kind of, talked about, but her friends said Matt was her Mr. Big. She still loved him. She missed him. She wasn't happy with Jason. She was going to break it off with Jason. Jason claims he didn't know any of this. Hi, Chris. Jason was also into some things he shouldn't have been. She had witnessed something she shouldn't have witnessed. So her dad, early on, August of 2010, he makes a statement and he says he is seriously looking at 5 people. Hey, Kubi, 5 people. Jason is not one of them. But that was in 2010. That was 2 years after. I don't think he feels that way today anymore. It is, and I'm probably not doing a very good job. And I did offer if somebody wanted to come on panel and offer anything. So if anybody wants to, I'm going to drop the link in the chat if they want to come up and comment or add anything. I'm going to say one thing, that her dad, this is the kind of justice fighter every child wants for them if they end up like Lindsay. I'm going to tell you what, he is something else, Jeff Buziak. I mean, and I want to apologize to everybody, because you want to know why my video wasn't up earlier for everybody to see? It was because when I work on my cases, and I'm putting it all together, I keep it under unlisted. That way I can save it. You know, as I'm adding my links in, I can save it. Then I can go back and, you know, so it's not published yet because it's not ready. Well, when I was done, hey, Ginge, how are you, darling? I saved it. And, well, I was in Jason's chat today and Kubi asked about it, and Watcher said she hadn't seen it. And I'm like, well, why? And then Chris asked for the link. And I thought, well, Chris, or no, he asked me if I was going live. I said, yeah. And he's on YouTube. And I just thought to myself, I didn't say anything. And I thought, well, I always go live on YouTube, Chris. No, I guess I did say that. He asked me for the link. And I'm like, well, somehow I was looking in there for something and I noticed it was unlisted. So I'm sorry, guys. It wasn't out there today for you to look at the links, but John Lordan, woohoo, yeah. But he did this case back in 2018. And of course, you all know he always does a wonderful job. And he did. He did 3 separate videos on this. And 2 were interviews with his dad, or her dad, excuse me. And I'm telling you what, that man is not going to stop fighting for justice. He said he will not stop until he dies, and he'll die trying. So thanks, Chris. And by the way, I want to thank you to, I've gotten subscribers in the last few days, and I want to say thanks to all of you. Thank you very much. So everyone agrees it targeted. The police do. They agree it's personal. I think there was something I watched. I watched a Dateline episode. What's funny to me is they took it down. I watched one that somebody recorded. The only reason I didn't link it is because it was real hard to see and real hard to watch. But I think because there were a lot of inaccuracies in there with Jason and stuff like that. But so on the wiki, if you notice, well, Dana cleared it up about Jason, the story he told there, but also the other story where they said there was a gap in the fence and he went through the fence. In every other story that I have seen or watched, CO and Jason, they say Jason boosted CO over the fence because everybody wondered if there was already pieces of the fence kicked out, why didn't they just go through the fence? Yes, Tanya, Dateline messed up, in my opinion. I'm sorry if I'm missing comments, guys, too, because I'm talking. But on Wiki it says they went through the fence. Really, nobody knows. They probably did, but that's not what they're saying. And if you watch LordanARTS, the fence was kicked out, not in, out, like out. So, everybody's to assume the killers, after they killed her, they came out the patio door, kicked out the fence, and took off on foot, and their car was parked on the other, behind. So now this is what her dad thinks is very suspicious. Hello, Kathy. Is that Jason is a real estate agent, but also a mortgage broker. So he shows up, sees the clients. Okay, on Wiki, he says he sees them, and I saw this somewhere else. Actually, it was, I think, on Dateline. And this is another reason I think Dateline was taken down, because of the discrepancies. He said that he saw them when he pulls up through the glass. Everywhere else, he said he's seen them walking out, and then they turn around and walk back in. So then he pulls away because he didn't want to look like he was a nosy or infuriating boyfriend. And he waits. But like her dad said, that's a perfect opportunity for him because he's a mortgage broker. So it wouldn't look funny or suspicious if he just went on up there and said, hey, I'm here. Can I offer my services? The mortgage. And him being in this business, he should have suspected something. If they were leaving, why did they turn around and go back in? Because he says he thought the showing was just beginning. But if it was, why would they have been coming out? And why would they have went back in? Yeah, if he'd had only gone in. But did he not go in on purpose? She was stabbed 40 times. Dana says everything he says is contradictory, and the simple fact that she asked him to come because she felt uncomfortable talking on the phone to these people and didn't want to be alone with him. Right. And he said he would be there, but he was late. Was he late on purpose? I'm just asking. I'm just throwing it out there. And, you know, Matt McDuff doesn't really get looked at or get, you know, I mean, at least the way I see it, he gets thrown under the bus by guess who? Jason's mom. She tells the police that Lindsay told her she was scared of Matt. But those closest to her say the opposite. Her dad, her friends. She'd been telling them she misses Matt. She loves Matt. She wasn't happy with Jason. Let me look at some of the comments. Right, Watcher. He encouraged her to go. Nick says that's Dateline for you. Hawk says everyone in this store seems shady. Well, the mother also, Jason's mom, well, her friend, Lindsay's friend, Nikki, gets a phone call. I've got it wrote down. From a strange number. When she tries to call it back, dozens and dozens and dozens of times. And when someone finally answers, it's Shirley, who's also in real estate, and which is Jason's mom. And she says she was looking for Nikki, but not that Nikki, another Nikki. And she says, well, how did you get my phone number? And she says, well, Jason must have put your number there. But she denies that ever happened. I don't know how that plays into everything, but trying to see if I've got anything else wrote down. Oh, I want to link something in here for you guys in case you don't have it. Mr. Chris, because we got two Chris's in here, so you may already have it, Chris, but that is the website that her dad has created. And there's all kinds of information on there, the timeline. There's comments, good and bad. There's one comment where somebody came out and said, you know, we killed Lindsay and you're never going to find out. I'm paraphrasing. Ellie or Saanich Police. Saanich Police isn't looking anymore. Trying to think of exactly how they said it. Something like they know they can't solve it, and we told them to stop looking. And there's, stuff like that on there, which is horrible. Yeah, Annie, within 2 days, they said they needed to buy a house. And you're right, Hawk. The lady was wearing a black and white and pink distinctive dress. Yeah, there were some drug dealers and stuff involved in this, but the police are like, no, 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 no. They're not telling her dad anything, but yet when there's some information I think they should have never put out public, like we don't have any DNA and we don't have fingerprints and I don't think they should have put that out there. I think they should have just said that's stuff we're keeping to ourselves. I don't think they should have put that public. That's just my opinion. Big drug bust in Calgary. This was in British Columbia, Ginger, in Canada. Yeah, QB, you're right. And they have, like, put that dress out there. Okay, Dana. But I hope it doesn't, if it goes out, it doesn't for long, honey, because it's cold. Right, Watcher. So, I mean, I'm just going to say, my conclusion, I'm just going to give my opinion that I agree with the dad on this. And I think her boyfriend is somehow involved. Now, I don't know if he was like willingly involved, but I think somehow down the line, I think he was. And because he told her he would be there with her, he was late. Purposely, I think possibly. And I think they set it up just right, him and his friend, to be at that auto shop for the alibi, perfect alibi. And like Dana said, everything he says is he contradicts himself. And he shows up. One stories he sees them through the glass. The others he sees him walk out, turns around, goes back in. He thinks the showing's just starting. He knows better. But he drives, away, and then he waits, then he comes back, Now, one thing that the LE thinks is suspicious, and so does the dad, is that when his friend let him in, then his friend went one way to search downstairs and he went straight up the stairs. And I personally didn't find that suspicious because, well, his friend was already going to search the downstairs, so he went upstairs. Now, I think maybe the suspicion was because he went exactly to the room she was in. So, yeah, that's suspicious, I guess. So that's my opinion. I think the boyfriend was involved. Sadly, I don't know that they're any closer to finding who did it. And the father is extremely upset with Ellie. He doesn't think they're doing their job. However, I did want to watch this video really quick. Is it Crime Scene? Is that what John LordanARTS on Netflix is called? Is it called Crime Scene? Anybody know? Kubi watcher laughing. Oh, she was definitely set up, Chris, and targeted, in my opinion, yes. The Vanishing at Hotel. And that's John Lordan's laughing. Thank you. Man, I've got to check that out. Been waiting for that. Yeah, I put it on screen, Hawk. Thank you. So I want to watch this short video with you guys before we go. It's only 3 minutes. So if you don't mind, whoops, I can't do that yet. Hold on. I always get ahead of myself. Okie dokie.
My name is Constable Marcus Anastasiadis, and I'm the Public Information and Communications Officer with the Saanich Police Department. I'm here today to update you on our efforts in the investigation into the murder of Lindsay Buziak. Our tight-knit community wants to understand what happened to Lindsay 13 years ago, as we are all connected to what happens in this area. To find those answers, we have established a task force comprised of new investigators who are taking a fresh look at the case. The task force has obtained the assistance from the FBI and continued support from the RCMP. Both agencies have provided valuable assistance in the development of new leads and forensic evidence. Lindsay was an ambitious 24-year-old, described by her family and friends as popular, caring, and determined to become successful in her career as a licensed real estate agent. On February 2nd, 2008, shortly after 5:30 p.m., Lindsay was murdered in a vacant home located at 1702 D'Souza Place in Saanich. Lindsay had gone to the home for the purpose of showing it to potential buyers who are still unidentified. Lindsay met the unidentified individuals outside the home at approximately 5:30 p.m. Shortly thereafter, she was fatally stabbed in the upstairs bedroom of the home. Her boyfriend entered the vacant home shortly after her murder and called police. The new investigative team is examining all possible suspects. Investigators continue to follow up on every tip and lead we receive. Investigators are reviewing and retesting evidence, including items from the crime scene, as well as digital evidence. Technology not available at the time of the crime has allowed us to develop new investigative leads. As many of you have likely seen in the media lately, advancements in fields such as genealogy and DNA analysis has led to the resolution in many other cases. Investigators are out conducting interviews related to this case. We thank those people who have already been interviewed, as we anticipate speaking with you again and appreciate your patience. For those who have not engaged with us previously, we know there is likely information that has not been shared. We believe people familiar with the circumstances surrounding this case remain in our community. It is sometimes the case that people who who may have knowledge initially do not come forward due to their close relationships with those who may have been involved, or out of concern for their reputation and standing in the community and among friends. We recognize relationships change over time, as do people and their perspectives. It is not too late to come forward. Further, there are times when people are unknowingly brought into a situation by the person or persons responsible. Rest assured, we have the ability to filter out innocent people and those whose roles in the events were inadvertent. We ask that members of the community think back to Saturday, February 2nd, 2008. Please visit the Saanich Police website or call our information line at 250-475-4356 or toll free at 1-888-980-1919 to provide any information you may have, no matter how small it may seem. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to our community's response and assistance.
Okay. I just wanted to watch that video with you guys before we go. And I thought that video also said in there, but I guess it didn't. FBI has and is, I guess because I know they were involved in the beginning, but they're taking back over, getting involved in the case. So let's see. Cut that out. And that one. That one. Okay, I had so many screens open. Yes, yes. It was totally premeditated, totally planned, personal, targeted. But yeah, highly doubtful, Chris. Highly doubtful. I mean, I don't think the people. I don't know. I don't know how the people. I don't know. I honestly think it had drugs were involved somehow, some way, and I think it was somehow. But I think the boyfriend was definitely. I don't know. It's just all, it's very strange. It's very strange. Yes. Yep. She told her dad, her coworkers, and her boyfriend that she felt uneasy about the meeting or about meeting the couple. Yeah. Well, her dad didn't want her to go, but she told him Jason was going, so he felt better. But her, Kathy, her boyfriend did, because he was there eventually, and then he didn't go in sooner. Hey, Joni. Well, they don't have any DNA. They're saying, Joni, and they say Jason's not he's cleared. I was hoping though that maybe, cops lie. And sometimes they say that to make people think that, so they'll slip up. But I don't know. I think they're serious. I think they really don't think he's involved, but the dad sure does. Right. She should have just listened to her instincts and not done it. "40 times she was stabbed." I hope, Chris. I hope that's their. I hope that's what they're doing, because I know cops work that way sometimes. I hope they're just making him. The dad says he's never had any emotions. He's never seen him even drop a tear. And I know people grieve different ways and in their own times, but I saw our best friend break down and bawl her eyes out in front of the camera, and her ex, Matt, and he's with somebody else. I think he's married. And I don't know. Yeah, I hope, Ginger. I hope that's what they're doing. No, Taff, no. No. We all have it. No, it did not, Taff. I know what you mean. Like, Delphi's my number one case. And everybody knows that I wished it didn't happen. But I mean, that's like my number one case I want solved. I know what you mean, hun. Well, it's been, this was February 2nd was the 10-year. Wait, 2008. It's 20. Somebody math it up real quick for me. It's past the year, Chris. Yeah, I wouldn't stay quiet. There's no way. I mean, I applaud him. I would hope. Man, I mean, if it was my son, woo. Man, I mean, I said in the beginning that, I mean, he is a justice fighter. I applaud him. Yeah, Kubi, it's been years, because this happened in 2008, February 2nd, 2008. Thanks for the math. Awesome, Dad. Yeah. Now, the mother is just, she's like super, it's way painful for her. So she did make a plea to the public, but she stays out of the limelight. Now, I don't know. I might upload a video between now and Tuesday. I'm not sure. Barry may come on with me next week. He mentioned that. I don't know how we'll work it out because his time. But I've got to get in touch with him, and I don't know what case it will be. Now, I know a couple cases I mentioned I was going to do. Somebody else did them back to back. So I'm going to still do them, just not right away. But I guess I won't be saying what I'm going to do out loud anymore. Oh, no, her dad has shed tears. I'm talking about her boyfriend hasn't. I feel really bad for her dad. I do. They haven't said Otto. Only thing they've said is they don't have DNA or no fingerprints, but everything else they're keeping super close to the vest. Yeah, he is, he is, Tanya. He is. Well, Chris, I hope I did okay. I like a Mark class. I'm going to have to look that person up because I don't know. I probably should, but I don't. So, guys, I think I'm going to sign off, but I want to thank you all for coming. And again, thank you guys for subscribing. And yeah, I may upload a video between now and Tuesday. But thanks, Chris. Thank you, Nico. Lake's got something. Ange, I just got a news alert about lady from Hope, Indiana. Today marks 1 year missing. I haven't researched it yet, so don't know much about it. Okay, can you send just send me what you got, Lake? Okay, and I'll do the rest. Thank you, hon. Anyways, I may upload something between now and Tuesday, but otherwise, I will see you Tuesday with what I don't know yet, and hopefully, I see you in other chats before then. But I want you all to have a great night. Stay safe. Stay warm. And again, thank you for being here. Thank you all. Thank you, Kubi, for the birthday wish. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. I'm getting old. 51. I've been 51 all year, you know. I kept forgetting my age. But anyways, thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Love you all. God bless.